to Cooking in Quarantine with Mary. I'm Mary, and today we are making Mexican rice and refried beans. My kiddo's grandma is from Mexico, and she is the best cook ever. Every time you go to her house, she has beans and rice on her stove ready to eat. And a million years ago, she gave me her simplified version of Mexican rice. So that's what we're gonna make today. So I already have the rinsed rice here and our oil. Our oil is hot, so when you're putting in the rice, it's still a little bit wet. Be really careful, you don't wanna accidentally get yourself. And we are going to cook the rice until it's golden brown. You want to be really careful with the rice, it burns really easily. So you're going to sit here and you're going to stir and stir and stir and stir, and it's going to feel like forever, but that's okay, just keep stirring. We'll come back and I'll show you what the nice golden rice looks like. All right, so our rice is nice and golden, and I don't know how well you can see, but once it gets to the right temperature, the rice actually starts popping open. It kind of explodes almost like popcorn, just a little bit. So that's how you know when you're at the right time. It's nice and golden, and now you're gonna add your water. When you add in your water, you want to make sure you're using nice warm water. We didn't have oil in there, and you don't want things to go crazy. So we got our water in, we got tomato sauce, not paste, sauce, and we're going to use almost the whole can, but not quite. So about 2/3 of the can. It's kind of hard to tell because you can't see through it. We're going to use 1 bouillon cube, chicken bouillon, or you could use vegetable. I'm going to do a little bit of salt. Couple times here. The bouillon has quite a bit of salty flavor to it anyways, so that should be enough. And then we're doing 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. The original recipe calls for garlic, for onion powder as well. I don't have any of that, so use what you have. This is going to boil for quite a while until all of the liquid has evaporated and the rice is nice and tender and fluffy. You want to keep an eye on it. Sometimes you have to add a little bit more water depending on how big your pan is. It didn't hold enough water to begin with, so you have to add a little bit more. So don't walk off and forget about it. Done that before, then the rice is burnt. So now we're going to do refried beans. This is the soup that we made yesterday, the pinto bean soup. This is about 5 cups of the leftovers, and we are gonna turn it on and let it get hot and bubbly, and then we're gonna use our potato masher and just mash it up. So I'll be back after I'm done mashing. All right, our rice and beans are done. The rice is tender, there's no more liquid in the bottom. It's all ready to go. And our beans have been squished or mushed, however you want to say it, and are ready. Everything's been tasted and it's seasoned well. So I'm gonna dish up a plate here so you guys can see how we're eating it tonight. We are gonna have ours with corn tortillas that I've warmed up in the microwave and some sour cream and cheese. You can have yours in a burrito. My kids like burritos, so they will live on burritos if I let them. You can have like your choice of meat. These are tortillas, nice and hot. So I hope you enjoy your refried beans and Mexican rice, and thanks for spending some quality quarantine cooking time with me.